Hello, and welcome to Flags in March, the show where we talk about the flags of the world. Today, we are on my bed, mainly because I wanted to make a chill video between the flag of Spain and the Egypt video. We are going to look at what actually makes up a flag today and what patterns and symbols are mainly used. But first, let's actually think about what is a flag. A flag is usually a piece of cloth that has symbols that represent a movement, a group of people, or a form of communication. Flags have been used for these purposes for millennia, but not in the traditional sense that we use them today. Most of human history, it goes back thousands of years. Humans used more banners or simple colors to identify themselves. Flags really started with militaries. With the Romans, for example, used banners for each one of the regiments and was unique to each one. And in Asia, some Chinese states had ornate embroidered tapestries that acted as flags. But it was only until the medieval period that these flags were used. These flags represented royalty and or lords based on their family crests. You can see this in the French royal flag in the medieval period into the 1700s. It was based into the Capet dynasty and into the House of Bourbon. England's flag was based off the coats of arms of Richard I and Edward III. Other standards of royal families, such as Portugal, the Holy Roman Empire, and the Vatican States, and more, had their own individual flags for their states, more or less kingdoms. It was only until the 16 and 1700s where nations began to form and people began unifying under large bureaucracies when flags became more common in Europe, in the Eurosphere. And eventually in Asia in the 17 and 1800s during the colonial period. Now that we're past the history part, let's get into what actually makes up a flag. A flag is mainly made of four parts. You have the canton, the field, the hoist, and the fly. The canton is on the upper left side of the flag, where symbols, emblems, or possibly other flags, i.e. most nations' flags that are under British rule, but the canton is not necessary for a flag itself. The field is the majority part of the flag. It acts as a backdrop of color or pattern. Charges are symbols that can be positioned anywhere in the flag or in the canton. The different types of charges are badges and emblems. A badge is usually a heroic crest, and the emblem is more generalized and comes from heraldry. Canada's maple leaf and Argentina's suns are good examples. The hoist is part of the flag that is closest to the flagpole, and the fly is part of the flag that is furthest away. See kids, it's not just part of your pants. I am sorry for that. My boyfriend thought it would be funny. It was quite cute. I liked it. I hope you guys did. Anyways, let's get into the different patterns that flag can be. You have crosses, like the symmetric cross, satire, Nordic, and Greek. You have your tricolors, pales, vertical tricolor, horizontal tricolor, and fess. You have side and side sinister, bend and bend sinister. You also have chief and base, border and canton. You also have quad sections, diagonal quad sections, diagonal bisection, and sinister diagonal bisection. I know, they really could have come up with better names. Then you have piles, pile throughout, then chevron, pole, arrowhead, gusset, and finally stripes, like the good old USA. Okay. Flags can also be used as a form of communication and code between ships. The Naval Flag Code has around 40 flags and was invented in 1855 by the British. This code has been used by many militaries from Canada to Indonesia. So folks, what have we learned today? That A, flags have been used since the medieval period to distinct people. B, they've been used as a form of communication and code. Or C, both. I'll give you a little bit of time to kind of think and, do a little Dora the Explorer, things. If you get C, you're correct. But thank you for watching. I'll see you in Egypt. Bye.